Good morning or hello. I feel so excited about being here. I feel a bit like I'm standing on the hill of Tara and I'm watching the tribes of Ireland come towards me. It's amazing. I'm so honoured to be here connecting with you and that we're all gathering. It's amazing. From all over Ireland, France, Austria, England, America, Australia. We're here moving and listening. So yeah, connecting. If you're just new to my practice, most amazingly importantly, listen to yourself. I'm giving suggestions, I'm guiding, I'm curating movement, but you have to discover what you do in this. What is your reach? What is your torso? How is it that you move in wellness, in wholesomeness? And it's gonna look different to every side, every day, every from the beginning to the end. It's gonna change, and that's where the presence and the attention is amazing. It's how do you discover you? And it's so amazing. This is amazing. There's no perfect pose. We should all look really, really different, and so great. So connect is a lot on the floor. We're going to be on the floor a lot, a bit like exhale. And we're also going to be coming a little bit into standing. It's going to be kind of a bit more up and down a bit, but a lot of floor, like maybe 80% floor. So come. So any stage before the class, just lie on the floor and just begin to move. So rock your knees or twist or kind of connect in different ways for you. So come, lie on the floor. So landing on your back, your knees are bent and your feet are flat on the floor. And just feel the weight of your body as it rests into the floor, and then draw your spine backwards and pull backwards into the floor. And then arching, allow small space between your lower back and the floor. So you're doing the pelvic tilt, flattening your lower back down and then arching. So there's a feeling of a pull of your lower back downwards, and then the lower back lifts, but your bum is still on the floor. So the pelvic tilt, rocking into the pelvis. Nice. And just notice, how does your body feel doing this morning? And then begin to drop your knees from side to side. So as you rock your knees from one side to the other side, how does this feel in your body? And so there's a lengthening, a twisting, a sense of movement. Your clothing is gliding on your skin. The weight of your body is changing from one side of your back to the other, one side of your hips to the other. Your feet are rolling, your knees are moving. Can you pay attention to all these different layers of movement, all these different sensations? Nice. Come back to center. Feet are strong into the floor, and then pushing your feet down, begin to roll up along your spine. So you're squeezing through your bum and you're lifting up through your hips. And you're rolling along the spine and really listening to, how is my back this morning? If you dug the garden or drove for hours yesterday, your spine is going to be telling you about it. The consequences of yesterday, of your week, will be singing loudly in your body. If you've done no yoga for 3 days, or if you did some of the really long classes the last 3 days, maybe you feel that in your body. Just listen, really pay attention. What is arising in my body as I roll up and as I travel down? What is the echoing in my body? What sensations speak to me? Just traveling up and traveling down. Nice. One more time and then hold it. So pushing your feet down, rolling up. Arms are long beside you. I tend to reposition my neck and head so it feels really comfortable. And then just pausing there and give your heels a little bit more push. And your expression of this movement will be different than everybody else's. But the sensations that we're all tracking is, am I well right now? Or am I using force and an expectation of the shape I should be? So it's not about the shape, it's about the feeling on the inside. How does my body feel as I express this movement? And then slowly rolling down to land on the floor. Nice. Squeeze your right knee up towards you. Interlock your fingers and hug your knee deeply down. And just really settle in, noticing it through so engage your foot, by the way. So the right foot engages. So noticing the belly, the hip, the lower back, the knee. Squeeze deeply down. Nice. And then stretch your right leg up towards the ceiling. Heel rises. You're lightly holding on behind your leg. You're not pulling in any way. You're just holding your leg, just appreciating your leg. And bend your knee. Squeeze it in. And then lower it to the floor. Nice. Other side. Draw the left knee up towards you. Squeeze it in. Feeling the weight of your body on the floor, the touch of your thigh to your belly, the deep of your hip. Can you let it settle? And then stretch your left leg up towards the ceiling. Holding on somewhere down the left leg. You're not pulling in any way, you're just holding your leg. Heel rises, toes are engaged. Nice. And then lower your foot to the floor. Nice. Draw your right knee again up towards you. Squeeze it in. And then the next bit, it really depends on your abdominal muscles and your hip. So go slowly as you do this. So lift your left foot off the floor and just stay there if that feels strong enough, or begin to extend your left leg long until it floats just above the floor. So you're squeezing the right knee deeply down and you're lengthening into the left leg. Really feel the sense of your belly is pulling backwards and connecting backwards into the floor. Nice. And then slowly, you can bend your knee a little bit if you need to. Stretch your left leg straight up towards the ceiling. And then lower it down towards the floor. So really feel how bent does your knee need to be, how much movement is possible. What is present in your body as you do this? Those of you who attend classes with me regularly, these movements, there's that sense of sometimes if you've done movements before, you're like, oh, I know this movement. But no, you don't know this moment. So connect to this moment in your body, the sensations of temperature, of the tones and textures of the felt sense of you. Nice. Change. Squeeze both knees up onto your chest. Rock from side to side. And then lower your right foot to the floor. Squeeze the left knee up onto your chest. Hug it in. And then lifting your right foot off the floor, stretch the right leg long until it floats just above the floor. And as it floats above the floor, really feel like you're pushing a stone away with your heel. And then begin to lift and drop. Again, find your version of this. Listening, hearing the expression of movement in you and what you need to do to really be well in your body. It's a very amazing skill. Nice. And then bend your knee and just rock from side to side, rocking one way, rocking the other, feeling into the lower back, the belly. Nice. Push your elbows into the floor, roll like there's a clock on the back of your pelvis, rolling, hearing the way the sacrum travels around on the lower back, on the floor, and then roll in the other direction. Nice. Draw the right knee up towards you and just hold on to it with the right hand and stretch the left leg long. So the right hand is on the right knee and your left leg is floating just above the floor. Your left arm is just resting on the floor beside you. Draw your right knee out to the right. Feeling really deeply that your left side of your body is really anchoring. Your left side isn't moving. And then draw your right knee back to center. Right knee out to the side, feeling the lengthening of the inner thigh, the joint beginning to speak to you. And then back to center. And again. And back to center. So for a level of difficulty, drop your leg to the floor if your leg feels heavy right now. So just drop your leg, otherwise keep your leg floating. Push both elbows into the floor and then push the right elbow a bit more and draw the right knee over towards the left. You can either have your left leg floating or it can be on the floor. So just see, how do you rock your right knee over towards the left? And really stay connected with rather than it being fast over and fast back, see if you can really lengthen the process of slowing it down on the way over. So you go further often if you slow things down. And then slowly roll each part of your spine onto the floor as you come back. Nice. Slowly traveling over. Tendency is that when we begin to move fast, the body says, whoa, and it starts to brace itself a little bit. Whereas when we move slowly, there is more connection. One more time. Slowly traveling with your right knee over towards the left. And then back up to center. Nice. Squeeze both knees up towards you. Hug them both in. And then stretch the right leg long. Left hand is on your left knee. Right arm is long beside you. And then open the left knee out to the side. And come back up to center. Left knee out to the side. Nice. And back up to center. One more time. Left knee out to the side. And back up to center. Great. Push both elbows into the floor. Your elbows are bent and they're engaging down. Drop your right heel to the floor or keep it floating. And push extra into your left knee. Slowly travel with your left knee, with your left elbow, and slowly travel with your left knee over towards the right. And then slowly pour your body back down onto the floor. And just really feeling, how do you travel with care and attention, listening to your spine, listening to the strength of your abdominal muscles as you do this. Nice. Come all the way back to center. Squeeze both knees up towards you. And then butterfly knees. So bringing your hands to your kneecaps, just draw your knees wide. Your toes are staying touching. Your toes drop down in the direction of the floor. And then begin to circle your knees in a big circle. So your knees are circling out, but my spine is staying flat on the floor. So it's just my knees rolling outwards, coming together, back up through the center. Wide, back up through the center. Really find that sense of the rolling of your thighs and your hips. Roll in the other direction. Listening to, deepening into the hip sockets, the belly. Nice. Both feet to the floor. And just rock your knees from side to side. Rocking one way, rocking the other. Very nice. So roll all the way over onto your right side and come into your cat pose. So your hands are on the floor. Your knees are on the floor. And then just rounding your back, coming into your cat pose. And arching and looking forward. Because we've been lying on the floor, this could be a little bit creaky. So enjoy the creakiness because it'll change as we move. Really feeling the rounding, connecting. Lengthening, arching. Nice. Rounding and arching. Nice. Round your back, push back into a downward dog. So downward dog, your hands are shoulder width apart. Your feet are 6 inches or so apart. And then you're drawing your heels down towards the floor. You're pushing both hands down and finding the length of you right now. How do you widen through your feet, widen through your hands? And then bend your right knee and let your bum drop a little bit towards the right. So suddenly you'll feel more stretch into the left side of your waist. And then bend your left knee and drop your bum a little bit towards the left. And just begin to oscillate, rock. Side bending slightly into one side and then the other side. Nice. Straighten both legs and drop both knees down, let them touch. Stretch back into your downward dog. Both knees down, let them touch. Stretch back, downward dog. This is usually the point where if you want to edit and just stop dropping your knees down and tapping, you can. Either coming down just into your cat pose or continue to drop your knees down and touch and stretch back. So as you drop down, you're more in a cat pose. As you stretch back, you're really lengthening back through the hips. And again, knees down, touch, stretch back. Awesome. Drop both knees to the floor. From here, stretch the right leg long behind you. So both hands are on the floor, left knee is on the floor, your right leg is long behind you. And then bring your right foot to where your right knee was. And then sit your bum back towards your heels. So your knee is in front of your chest in the beginning. And then rock forward. Sit your bum back towards your heels. And rock forward. One more time. Sit your bum back. And now let your knee travel out to the side. And let your bum sit down more. So now my knee has traveled out to the side and I have a little bit more space, but there's more depth in the stretch of my hip, my buttock, my knee. And just rock gently forward and backwards there, just easing into it. Really connecting to what moves as you do this. Nice, change. Bring the left knee so that your left foot is where your left knee was. And then sit back with your knee in front of your chest. So it's a bit of a stuck feeling to this one. You come to the end, but then your spine has to round. And just rock forward and backwards. Nice. Just rocking forward and backwards. Nice. And now next time you do it, let your knee travel out to the side. And just feel what changes in your hip as you do this. What changes in your knee? What changes in your belly, in your buttock? Nice, one more time. Nice, both knees to the floor. And then from here, step your left foot between your two hands. So either help your foot forward or push back into your downward dog and step your left foot forward. Oh, right foot. Nice. And just coming into your lunge, your back leg is long, your front knee is bent, lean deeply into your lunge. And then straighten out a little bit through the front leg. Just feel that. How do you rock? A little bit forward and backwards. You can bend your knees as much as you need to, rocking forward and backwards. Small movement, whatever that is for you. Rocking forward, rocking backwards. Forwards and backwards. Drop your left knee to the floor. Bring your right hand so it rests into your lower back. And now twist your shoulder so that you're looking towards the right and you've pulled your right shoulder back. And then drop your right shoulder down to your right knee. So here now we have a whole new set of sensations. There's the buttock, there's the knee, there's the twisting, there's the knee on the floor. Just as you drop your knee down, your shoulder down to your knee, as you twist in the other direction, just feel into your shoulder, into your torso. Nice. Change. Bring both hands to the floor. Step the left foot forward between your two hands. From here, just rock forward and backwards, connecting. Nice. Stretch into your lunge. Pause there for a moment. Cool. Drop your right knee to the floor. Bring your left hand behind your back. And then twist towards the left. Shoulder down to your knee. Twist towards the left. Shoulder down to the knee. And twist towards the left. Really feeling the full range of sensations through your body. What's happening? Where is it happening? Are you managing your wellness? Are you adjusting according to not what your brain and your head thinks you should be doing, but what your body says is available in this practice? Nice. Push back into your downward dog. Let's have a bit of a wiggle. What a great place to start our 28 days. Really finding your length, connecting down long through the whole of your body. Heels pull back, hands push down. Nice. And then just come to sit on your bum with either your legs long or your knees bent or whatever it is. And just bring your hands to your heart. And just, just the beginning of, the intention for this 28 days. Connecting, listening, cultivating wellness. Awesome. How cool would that be? It's not about putting your foot behind your head. If only it was that easy. It's about really feeling a deeper sense of resilience and wellness and ableness in you, in connecting to you. So just closing your eyes, deepening your breath down into your belly. And just find something in your body that feels like wellness right now. So where are you well in this moment? Where in your body do you feel well? Nice. And then what one thing are you grateful for this morning? A practice of gratitude is incredible. So throughout the month, we're going to be weaving gratitude. So what thing are you grateful for? What brings you wellness today? What supports you today? Nice. How amazing, guys. So come either rest into child's pose, which is very nice, or rest on your back with your knees bent. So whichever way you go, whatever way you do, we just pause for a minute or so. So just allowing your breath to settle, feeling the contact of your body to the floor, letting a sense of a deeper, slower rhythm of the breath emerge. Feeling the weight of your body, yielding your body. I love the word yield. Knowing your wellness, softening, connecting. Just turning up in this moment. Really deepening the breath just another few times. Letting the sense of the deep of your belly is softening. The deep of your spine is softening. Your face is softening. Your expression is softening. Your eyes, your lips, your jaw. Sometimes it's very nice to have a very slight smile on your lips. It softens down into the chest. Amazing connections down into our torso. So just put a slight smile on your lips. Nice. And then begin to move, stretching into your fingers, moving into your toes, doing whatever it is that you do. Just find your way into movement again. Stretching. Nice, guys. What a great place to start our 28 days. How amazing. So Connect also, you can add other practices to what you're doing. So if you want to, there's a link to a 13-minute abs workout that I did a while back. So you're very welcome to stick that on before or after. Some people talk about doing a sun salutation set before they start their practice. So see what you want to do, how you want to connect, how you want to weave in all your resources. And I'll see you again tomorrow morning. How wonderful.